Hello, 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 and welcome! I am the Mighty Pincer, and this is the first in a series of achievement videos for CK2 that we're going to be doing over the coming months. Today we're going to try and do the Count to Emperor achievement for literally the fourth time I'm trying this now. I've done it before. I don't want to do it the cheap hacky way where you go and become a count that inherits an empire. That just seems a little bit cheap to me. Though it's completely possible. You can do it very easily with, I think it's an Indian or a Muslim count over here. But what we're going to try and do is we're going to become the Emperor of Scandinavia, starting as this small Norwegian Count, Gudmund of Telemark. Now this all completely depends, really, on our initial starting character. So without further ado, let's give it a go. Okay, what have we got? He's not so bad. It would have been better if he had a little bit more martial, but we can make do with this. 624 men. Okay, so what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna start out as this little chap here, Gudmund. He's currently serving the Duke of Sealand, Haraldr Wartooth of Sealand. And what we need to do is we need to go from here and quickly grow around Norway, which we can do as a Germanic pagan with the subjugation of Norway ambition. And we can take all of these guys. And then we're going to have to create the duchy, which is going to be a little bit difficult because we're currently a vassal of a duchy. So we might have to declare independence so we can do that. Or ideally subjugate an existing duke to get his title, because gold is going to be a big problem for us up to the point where we can actually go and start looting England. Then the next challenge after that is going to be finding a way to take Sweden, because that's going to very quickly unite that way. And I think I have a solution for that problem. And once that's done, we can conquer all of these people that aren't actually Norse pagans. They're rather Suomi pagans. And we can conquer them one by one, just until we have 80% of Scandinavia, which is kind of big. But I think if we get up to here and all of Sweden and Denmark, and probably those two, we should be okay to declare Emperor. So why do we pick this guy? Well, he's 30 years old. He's got access to the whole of Norway, which is not part of Denmark. He wouldn't be able to do Denmark. We could have picked a Swedish count, but I think most of these guys are already Jarls, which would kind of invalidate it. And fighting a bunch of Jarls when you're just a little count isn't the easiest thing to do. Actually, this guy might have been a better bet. But yeah, anyway, let's give it a go. So, first things first, we've set the ambition. We're going to go for war, boost that martial, get a few more soldiers. Let's see if we can marry anyone with decent martial, because we need that to recover. And yes, the Skidja of Bremen is looking pretty good, so let's try and marry her. Let's give ourselves a decent regent, doesn't hate us, he's good stewardship, good. And then let's do some troop training in Telemark. And we're going to need all the tech we can get, so let's go and steal it from the Pope. Good. Okay, so who's weak around us? We currently have 624. Now we're training troops. We're getting married. Let's unpause. Let's see if that jumps up. Yep, 673. Let's take the gold. Prestige is pretty easy for us. Okay. 673 still. Okay, that's fine. Married. Good, good, good. Okay, so who's weak? 1000, a bit too strong for us right now. 536, bit tough. 562. Alright, so we've got no easy wins. This guy's gonna be okay. Pretty even, to be honest, but let's just try it out. Oh, and if you're gonna do this, never forget you don't want your ruler leading any armies. That's how you die. Okay, so as soon as he's in Telemark, we're going to hop across to there, and hopefully we can take this before he does, but I think we're going to miss out. Which is frustrating, because it means that we're going to have a far fewer soldiers for the next battle. While we wait for that to recover. Anyway, that's province number 3. Okay, now we have how many soldiers? Yeah, nothing. So we might actually have to wait a while. Yeah, we're going to have to wait. Let's wait it out while our troops build up. Because 365 is going to get us nowhere. Okay, the big issue we're also going to have coming up is gold. Gold is a big problem because even raiding your fellow Scandinavians is pretty useless at this point. There we go. Okay, we got a big guy there we can subjugate at some point, but I'm hoping Sweden takes him, because if there is one single Norwegian province within the territory of anyone else with this ambition, we can subjugate them for free without being limited by that single subjugation clause. So I think if I just wait and let Sweden take a couple of these, that might be our way to get Sweden out of the way. Otherwise that's going to become a huge problem. Anyway, so how many soldiers we got now? 585, not enough. We need at least 600. We have to accept this, even though we're probably going to lose, which means we are going to become the vassal of the King of Saxony, which is going to make things even harder, but we can still try it. How many troops we got? 704, good enough? Yes, that's good enough. Let's always go for extra marshal. Cool, we are now part of Saxony. Yeah, let's get ourselves a nice doctor. He's probably crap. Is he any good? Is he any good? He's not a very good doctor. He'll probably kill us if we try anything. Ideally, I want a doctor with at least 19. What is the current tribal organization? Yeah, let's go for low. I like low. But metalpad, I've never seen metalpad grow like this. Never, ever, ever. I guess we have to kill him. Well, there we go. There goes the bad doctor. Trying to convert us to Catholicism. What dunce. Doesn't he know we're bloody Vikings? Okay. I want Sweden to take metalpad, but then subjugation is going to be difficult. So he's a 625. We got 711. Not great. He's a 513. Good. He's a bit weaker. And the thing is, all we actually have to do with these things is just take the one province. Like, he can't hurt us with his one little army. There's nothing he can do against us. If we foster him, he can't even affect the garrison sizes or the levy sizes. But that's a small issue, because he's going to hurt that now. Which is fine. It's a brand new province. It probably didn't have any troops anyway, because we just besieged it, so that's all good. Okay, there we go. That's one more. Let's unpause and pause for a second so we don't lose any troops. Nothing special going on there, okay. And then just this guy, he's got 625, we were 827, yeah, that's good enough. And we will then be at our domain limit. So beyond that, it's going to get a little bit tough for us to manage them without being a duke. Although we are now the subject of the King of Saxony, so we might be able to create the duchy. And we've got money somehow. I don't know how we have money. Normally, I'm a lot poorer than this at this point. Yeah, I don't really care what's going on there. Apparently I'm the Chancellor, which typically, I don't know, whatever. Good, let him march. I'll be kind, why not? There we go. Hopefully we got legalism. No. Okay, let's go for construction. Good. Done. 1. Thank you very much. There we go. Now we're on 6 out of 6. And technically we do have 2 duchies. Why can't I create the duchy? Because I'm still serving this guy. So I can take him. He's at 1,000 now. Who's he at war with? There we go. That's pretty much exactly what we wanted to happen, because then, provided Sweden's small enough and we've got enough prestige, which we don't really yet, we can take him. So let's, in the meantime, no, we can't because he's not bordering us. There we go. Let's take Helgoland. We might have underestimated our opponents a little bit, but I'm not sure we did. I don't want to use any trouble armies just yet. Oh, that was easy. We captured them immediately. Didn't even have to besiege anything. Okay, so now we would like to rather serve the King of Saxony directly. Let's see, he got 668. We could take him, but it might be better off just to wait for a little bit. There we go, look at that. That is great. Okay, we can take him now as well, actually, since he's so close. Yeah, I don't play with Shadow Tree on when I'm trying to do these other achievements, because I want to try and keep the videos quick if I can. Anyway, so there we go, that's that done. We now literally control all of Norway, with the exception of this little bit owned by Sweden, which gives us an excuse to subjugate Sweden. Haha, which would be great. Then the issue there though is that it also then doesn't give us Denmark, so we need to find a way. We want him, really ideally, to subjugate these guys. Although he has got this guy serving him, so that would give us an excuse already. It's pretty tough. I don't think we could take him right now. Yeah, so as we get more and more and more and more and more provinces above our domain limit, we're getting a little bit tight on troops. So we really, really do want to make this duchy as quickly as possible, which is gonna mean we have to declare independence. Maybe I can start a faction. While I do that. I want to distribute some land. Who are we fighting? Oh, they're taking the one. They want the Kingdom of Saxony, which would really prevent us from actually getting this thing, this achievement. If we became a subject of the Empire of France right now, well, I think it's just the kingdom still, right? Yeah, it's the kingdom. We couldn't create the empire. Although if we wait for a second, let them lose that war, we become a subject of the King of Francia, then we subjugate Sweden, we would take all of the lands owned by Sweden and ourselves, and that would become the Kingdom of Sweden then, and we'd no longer be subject to the Empire of Francia. But that means we do need to take this guy as quickly as possible, and we haven't really got the men right now. But we do if we use Trouble Army. So let's just get it done. Let's just get it done. Let's just attack him, raise troops, raise Trouble Army, get everyone here. May as well start with that one. Yes, whatever. So now we are kind of independent. And let's really hope we get a bunch of prestige for this, because we're going to need it to have any chance against Sweden in a second. At this point, normally we have the world's worst councillors, but we're actually not doing too badly this time around. Good, we've got that. Let's just quickly wipe out the troops. No. Okay. And so, if we're very, very lucky, because he's young, we need to kill him. We haven't got any chance of killing him. How are we gonna manage this? Good, okay, so we're independent now. But by independence, we are still subject to the Lords of Saxony. We just have a good excuse to subjugate him now. If we were to declare war on him now, okay, let me try and do something, because we could potentially. So, okay, what I'm thinking now, which probably isn't a great idea, is that I could get rid of my levies, which I have to do anyway, and then now declare war on Sweden to subjugate Sweden, which would then give us Norway and Sweden. Which would be a good start. It would get us the Count to King achievement, technically. But it would mean we no longer have A, the ambition to subjugate Norway, and B, any casus belli to attack Denmark. So I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and lose this army and prestige, unless there's someone else I can declare war on. Just to, we can do a conquest of Finnmark. There we go. Yeah, okay, well, let's start mopping up this area. I mean, I'm just a bit frustrated, because that means that we are currently getting a bigger and bigger domain. We still haven't got a duchy, so we're still not in any position to be able to actually why not? We're not in any position to be able to be who we need to be. Completely lost my train of thought there. And Sweden is getting a little bit tougher. We really need the duchy. We need to start disputing some land so that we're not the only ones worried about managing anything, because every extra province we get is reducing our efficiency in our soldier count. And that really is not good. Really is not. And we don't have anywhere near enough money to actually make the duchy right now. Again, partly because of that ridiculous inefficiency we were going on. Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, good, I didn't lose the soldiers. I unpaused and repaused for a second. I thought I was going to lose them all. Anyway. Basically, I'm trying to use the same tribal army the entire time, so I don't have to keep recycling or losing prestige every time we go to war. It's a much more efficient way to fight. Cool, there's more prestige. No money though. Prestige is fine. Prestige is not an issue when you're a Scandinavian. Yeah, we'll take that one, and then that one last, because it separates them from the rest. It makes it harder for anyone else to take it away from us. Oh, they've got a lot of men, so let's just defend. Defensive bonus is good. Okay, maybe that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Let's actually maybe raise our own troops. I'm actually quite happy for him to just go and take everything he wants. Oh, no, he's going for me. Ah, crap. Crap. Retreat. He's not dead yet. Why? Why did you not go the way I want? Oh man. Anyway, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. All we actually have to do is take province, and we win. He's a lot more to take than us. I'm not married again. What did she die of? I might. Okay. So at this moment in time, if we don't create the duchy and then I die, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because then we can still do Count to Emperor with the son. So it might be worth just taking a beating on this efficiency for a while. Taking as much territory as we can, letting ourselves die, and then we have a full lifetime to try and get this achievement done. And now I'm in a faction. What faction am I in? Independence. Yeah, I don't want to be in that faction. Prestige is fine. Like, we're making tons of prestige. That's a lot of tribal armies we can raise when we really need to. Good for taking Sweden. But we want to get Denmark first. We really want to find a way to conquer Denmark first. We're just so damn inefficient because we have so little money. He's got 2 grand. No, we can't declare war. We don't have a casus belli. Why don't we have a casus? He owns territory here. We should be able to take him. Especially when he's got all of that, because that's part of Norway. Strange. Okay, we got these guys. Can we take anyone else with them? I don't really want to fight these guys just yet. Pasadakunta, maybe? No. Alright, so we lose the tribal army for now. We're at war with the Swedish conquest of Jämtland. That's probably why we can't take a war, because we're allied with these guys in this war. You want Jämtland? I don't want Jämtland. And we're broke, right? We're broke because we're so inefficient. So, you know, maybe it's okay if we die. And I don't want to get married, because if I die now, then only one guy gets all the territories, and that's for the best. So we're just going to play it cool for a second. And potentially we die, although we're only 41. Potentially we don't. Let's just chill out for a bit. And save for some money up, see if we can do anything with that, because we're not in a position to do anything crazy right now. But, you know what? We started at 30, and in 11 years we've gone from 2 little provinces there to, you know, a decent sized territory. We're way over the domain limit though, which means all of our vassals hate us as well. Or no, the only vassal we have in all this territory thinks we're pretty cool. Why? Because we subjugated him, he thinks we're cool. I don't really understand that. Anyway. Yeah, why not? Okay, so what just happened? We're independent now. Is he the king of... I'm really not sure what just happened. But that means we can try and subjugate him. He's got no prestige. That means we can do 2 trouble armies and take him. Everybody will hate us. But do we want to wait 5 years to get... I don't think we can wait 5 years. I think we have to just go for it. I think we have to just go for it. What the hell happened to Saxony? We'll lose, we won't have any prestige now. Okay, we can't do it. We'd lose all our prestige, you wouldn't raise any trouble armies. Right now we have what? 339, yeah. He's 51, he might die soon. I mean, I'm obviously very bad at intrigue, there's no chance of killing him. No, okay. Yeah, nothing really useful for us to do right now. Oh, there we go, even less money coming in. I'm kind of hoping we die. Let's go for conscientious. It's literally the safest one to go for. Yeah, legalism. I like legalism because I like revoking titles. There we go. Okay. So guys, we haven't actually done anything that we set out to do yet. We haven't made any achievements. We haven't got the Count to Duke achievement yet. We haven't got the Count to King achievement yet. And we certainly do not have the Count to Emperor achievement yet. But for the sake of keeping the video short, I'm going to leave it there. And we will come back next time. Cool. See you soon. Bye.